Good morning. 7 o'clock, we're going to get started. Welcome to the operational briefing for the TCU September Lightning Complex for the operational period of September 5th through the 6th, 0700 to 0700 hours. My name is Gabe Garcia. I'm the Planning Section Chief. I'm going to start off with some ground rules. Please make sure to mute your phones, turn down your radios, and keep any sidebar conversations down. And now I'm going to start with incident objectives. Our management objectives are to provide for emergency personnel and public safety at all times, protect property improvements and infrastructure, ensure costs are aligned with mission priorities, ensure coordinated, timely, and accurate release of public information, continue to enhance and maintain positive relationships with all local partners, cooperators, and stakeholders, protect economic, natural, cultural, and heritage resources, implement fire suppression repair activities in accordance with approved suppression repair plans. And our control objectives. In branch 70 and 80, keep the fires north of Old Don Pedro Road, west of Jacksonville Road, south of Highway 108, east of Rock River. Branch 20, keep the fires north of Stanislaus River, west of Little John Road, south of Knowles Road, east of Church Springs Road. And in branch 25, keep the fires north and west of Highway 4, south of Irishstone Vineyards, and east of Murphy's Grade. Up next, with current situation, night operations.
Good morning, Dino Asidas, night operations. For the past 24 hours, a lot of hard work's been done on 21 of the fires. No growth over the last 24 hours. So thank you guys last night. I will be covering branch to branch and only talking about the ones that are not in patrol status. So in branch 20, there's 10 fires. I'll be going into Foxtrot. That's going to be fire 2-3. It sits at 50% contained. Wide improvement line, hand crews and dozers got in there yesterday, improved that line, went direct, established some hose lays in and around the fire, got good mop up. Moving to the next fire, that's Hotel Lima 2-8, 30% contained. Continue to widen, improve, and going direct, cut out quite a few eyebrows, so trying to get as direct as possible when can. So thank you for the work on that fire in branch 20. Branch 25, we have fire 2-7. It sits at 50% contained. Widen, improve, and strengthen those lines. They still have a lot of interior burning inside, so let's get good mop up around that fire. That's in Romeo Oscar, or Mike Oscar, and Quebec Romeo. Into branch 50, that 8 fires. We'll be talking about Zulu fire that is 6-2, sitting at 60% contained. Again, widen improving lines. Good work was done to minimize the edges, but there's still a lot of interior burning. So thanks to the guys that get that and getting the direct line around it. Into branch 70, 1 fire. It is 6-5, sitting at 10% contained. We have it broken into branch 70 and branch 80. Branch 70, Alpha Alpha, they did a great mop up yesterday, widen improving lines, strengthen them. Into Delta, mopped up around the homes, assisted PG&E in and out of their work location, so that has heavy traffic in there. Going into branch 80, continued tied in 2 hose lays in Mike, going down from top to bottom with some good plumbing platforms and got good mop up. Into Romeo, crews and dozers went direct. They tied it all the way in from the top of Mike, and Romeo looks good. Thanks for the hard work out there. Go out, be smart, and I'll see you out there tonight. Thank you.
Thanks. Up next, your weather with our incident meteorologist.
Good morning, I'm Mark Leffelbein, the incident meteorologist. We had some pretty good RH recoveries last night. That's mainly out over the flats. Branch 20, you saw RHs recover 80 to 90%. Not the case once you go a little bit farther east in the higher terrain, only about 40 to 50% there. So quite a wide range from west to east over the fire. Temperatures also overnight did do pretty well. We saw temperatures in the 50s to the west and then some 60s up to 70 degrees, though once you got into that higher terrain. By 9:30 this morning, I expect inversions to start to break up. What happens in inversion breakup? Your temperatures start to go up, your RH starts to go down, and the winds start to pick up. And that wind's going to be probably one of the most important factors. That wind was mainly going to be terrain driven for us throughout the morning. By this afternoon, though, we'll start to pick up some more general winds out of the northwest and expect those winds to be gusting up to 15 miles per hour. If you're below ridgetop, though, you're in some of that terrain, it's just going to follow that terrain like water. It's going to continue to make its way through there and mainly be a terrain-driven wind unless you get high enough up to get some of that general wind. Temperatures for today will be 80 to 90 degrees. That is going to be about 3 to 4 degrees cooler than yesterday, and relative humidity will also have a little uptick, 25 to 30%. So a little bit more moist, and also those temperatures a little bit more cool. For tonight, we are expecting temperatures to be very similar to what we saw this morning with those RH recoveries, as good as 80 to 90% out in the flats, and then 50 to 60% in a little bit higher terrain. Thank you, and have a safe day.
Up next, a message from fire behavior.
Good morning, I'm Ross Dollarhide, Fire Behavior Analyst. So as the IMET mentioned, we had really great humidity recoveries overnight with values out to the west nearing the 90% mark. With that, expect those fine fuels to not be too receptive this morning. However, as that inversion breaks and we get into the heat of the day, the probability of ignition will be as high as 80%. So they will become back into receptivity and will support conditions that will allow for active fire spread. Brush remains at near critical fuel moisture values just above the 60% mark. Expected fire behavior across all elevation profiles is a rate of spread as high as 200 feet per minute with a maximum flame length of approximately 14 feet. Conditions will support isolated tree and group torching, and you may see spot fires out to approximately a half mile. There still is considerations for holdover fires becoming active. However, those are starting to wane as we get further on into the incident. The main consideration for crews working along the fire's edge should be rollout and new ignitions in those light flashy fuels. Thank you.
And now our safety message from your safety officer.
Good morning, Tim Adams. Moment of silence. Be very powerful. Sometimes watching our people do good work, and other times it could be a detriment. So when you have that hair on the back of your neck, or you're getting the goosebumps, or just that weird feeling that something's not right, be a leader. Be the one to step up and say something. Leadership has no rank, no position on this incident. Our team expects everyone to be a leader and intervene, because you never know what action will prevent damage, injury. So please, moving on to fatigue. Many of you are coming back this incident to put hard work in today after being double shifted. So to build on your good work, make sure we're hydrating, make sure we're getting our nutrition in, and work rest cycles and cooling when we can. And lastly, defensive driving. We can't stress enough the importance of our checkouts and assuring that we're staying very cognitive on these narrow roads, watching our speeds, keeping public image, and most importantly, getting our people across this incident safely. With that, have a good shift.
Up next with incident assignments and roll call, operations, and resource unit leader.
Good morning, Mark Thomas, resource unit leader. For operations, day operations, Bogan, Matthews, trainee. Deputy ops, Schwab, Frederick, Pereira, trainee. Night operations, Monson, Asadas, trainee. For branch 20, Cox. Division Bravo, Colomer. Foxtrot, Dickinson. Bosia, trainee. Lima, Schindler. Branch 25, Turnman. Division Oscar, Forget. Lopez, trainee. Quebec, Rushdoni. Wellick, trainee. Tango, McGowan. Branch 50, Richter. Rogers. Division Victor, Ramos. Division Zulu, Huckinen. McCracken, trainee. Branch 70, Kazir. Chiapponi, trainee. Division Alpha Alpha, Schmidt. Delta Delta, Lopez. Branch 80, Totashini. Siebert, trainee. Division Mike Mike, Richards. Romeo Romeo, Henault. And Fire Suppression Repair, Peterson, trainee.
Good morning, everyone. Chris Matthews, Operations. Another really good day's worth of work on the fire yesterday. For the folks that were double shifted coming back on shift today, thank you. Thank you for all the hard work. The reason we are where we are today is because of the work that you all put in. Starting out in Branch 20, as my partner in night operations said, there was 10 fires. A majority of those fires are in patrol status. They're going to be actively patrolled by some of the local engines, some single type 3s. The priorities for Branch 10 is going to be Fire 2.3 in Division Foxtrot and Fire 2-8 in Division Hotel Lima. The priority for those is to finish the hand line, get the hose lays in as needed, mop up in a couple hundred feet. If there's nuisance smokes, heavies, go in and aggressively put those out. Branch 25, 2 total fires. A priority for the fires 2-7, Divisions Oscar and Romeo. On the top end of that fire, there's still a lot of work. There's some line that needs to be cut out, some areas of heat, some areas we need to concentrate in. Let's get the engines in there, the crews in there, and get that put to bed. Branch 50, 8 total fires. The priority for Branch 50 is Fire 6-2 in Division Zulu. The conversations we had this morning at pre-ops, there's still a lot of heavies burning in 6-2. So let's get in there and get those mopped up. Let's get some containment around that incident. And lastly, the priority for the incident, we fire 6-5 branches 70 and 80. A lot of good work in yesterday. Everyone went direct. That thing is pretty well lined and done. Still areas of heat looking at the IR map. So we need folks on the ground. We need folks working and aggressively getting any remaining areas of heat. That's it for operations. Hope you all have a safe shift.
Up next, Air Operations.
Good morning, Tom Swanson, Air Operations. For today's lineup, all the fixed and rotor wing are working out of Columbia Airport. We got an air attack and both tankers ready to fly at 08, as well as all the helicopters. Air attack will be over the fire at 09, checking in with all the divisions and branches. For the helicopter lineup, we got 5 Type 1s, and we also have Copter 609, which is Columbia Helitac, available for IA and day hoist air rescue. And we have 1 Type 2, we have 2 Type 3s to support full-time Helco coverage if needed, and also any recons. We have 2 UAS modules for IR mapping that are available, going to be up from noon until midnight. And again, just ensure everybody's monitoring air to ground. We have a command and attack in the radio load, so use the air to ground command for the line leadership, place any requests, and anybody working on the attack, make sure that you verbalize the line is clear when you're working with the Type 1s and the water drop and to stay safe. Thanks.
Up next, your medical unit leader.
Good morning, Angel Hendry, Medical Unit Leader. Today we'll be supporting the incident with the CalMat team, which is staged right outside in the grass outside the front gate. We also have MERT for the CDCR crews. On the line, we will have 5 ALS ambulances, 1 ALS ambulance here in camp. And on page 26 of the IAP, you will find the 9 line. Please follow that and the verbiage for any line emergencies. Thank you.
Up next, communications.
Good morning, Ryan Clausen, Communications. If you can, please turn to page 27 of the IAP for the 205. No changes on our comms plan for today. Still operating on CDF Command 12. For tactical assignments, Division Quebec Romeo, CDF TAC 30. Division Tango, CDF TAC 39. Division Mike Oscar, CDF TAC 31. Division Alpha Alpha, NIFC TAC 1. Division Delta Delta, NIFC TAC 2. Division Mike Mike, NIFC TAC 3, Division Romeo Romeo, NIFC TAC 4, Branch 20, NIFC TAC 5, and Branch 50, NIFC TAC 6. Air to Ground Command, CDF Air Ground 7, and Air Ground TAC. If you're new to the incident, please come in and get your radio clone. We're up by Chow. Thank you.
Up next, logistics.
Good morning, Brian Louise Logistics. A couple things for today. Supplies up and running. They open at 06:30 in the morning. Tomorrow we'll have CAL FIRE PPE available for those who need it. Additionally, if you guys turn to page 32 in your IAP, there's important information related to ground support. So please see that. Thank you very much and have a safe shift.
Now a message from training.
Good morning, Anthony Masuko, a training specialist for Team 6. Just a quick reminder, all trainees must report to the training specialist. We're located next to check-in and demo. If you have your initiated task book, please bring that with you. And then just a quick reminder for CAL FIRE trainees, even if you're initiated in the QMS system, you'll still need to check in with us and close out with us. So we're here to help. Please come and see us. Thank you so much.
And now finance.
Good morning, Joe Tapia, Finance Section Chief. For all CAL FIRE resources, please check in with the time unit and update your FC33s. Local government resources, check in with the OES representative. And hired equipment resources, if you haven't done so already, please check in with time with a copy of your agreement. Additionally, if there are any damage issues out in the field or vehicles or whatever, please report those to comp claims. Thank you.
Now liaison.
Morning, Ryan Lubin, liaison. Just want to remind everybody at 10 o'clock we'll be having our cooperators meeting up at top in the same location as yesterday. Additionally, just like to remind everybody on the fire, we have our peer support team and a clinician here. They're in the first trailer and trailer row right there. It is open for everybody, so please feel free if you need the need, go check in with them and see if they can help you out with whatever you need. And our trailer is down at the other end of trailer row. For all AREPs and cooperators that need anything, please reach out to us. Have a safe day.
Now some information.
Good morning, Puno Barnes, Public Information. If you turn to page 30 of your IAP and pull out a pen, we'll fill in some numbers for you. All right, for total acreage, we have 13,966 acres. Total personnel, there are 2,166 assigned, and our containment is at 22%. At the top of that page right there, you have the incident media phone line. Please, if you have media on the line or public or residents that need information, feel free to share that number with them. Additionally, we have media law and the CAL FIRE social media policy on that page as well. We have media out in the fire area, and they are allowed to be on public roads. However, if they are on private property or interfering with your operation, please call us and we'll get a PIO out there to help you with that situation. And additionally, the PIO shop is housing a lost and found, and then we're also providing mail service and then information at the bottom of the page. Thank you, and report.
And now for closing comments from our unified ICs.
Good morning, everyone. Rochelle Whiting, Sheriff for Calaveras County. We've been working in Unified Command, so I just want to reiterate what you've been hearing from Unit Chief Cashy and the team ICs. What an absolutely great job that you guys have been doing. From the initial attack all the way through today has been outstanding, and I think it's really been because of that established and maintained relationship that the unit has with the law branch, how well things have been going. Day 4 and 5, the smoke's subsiding a little bit, but we do have community members that are displaced and still have orders in place. So the liaison shop's been doing an outstanding job. We'll continue to listen to the ops section chief as far as giving us good advice for getting our community members back in there. And they've been doing a really good job not only updating us on the fire activity, but advocating on your guys' behalf, and we can't stress enough that line level safety is a paramount objective. So We are going to be working. There's a little bit of level of frustration with community members that want to get back in their homes because they don't see the smoke. And everyone understands that there's still a lot to be done, and you guys still have a lot of efforts out on the line with the hot spots. So we'll continue to prioritize line safety. So I just want to say thank you very much. Your continued presence in our community is extremely appreciated. End of report.
Great, thank you, Sheriff. Good morning. My name's Keith Sadama. I'm one of your Unified Incident Commanders with CAL FIRE Incident Management Team 6. So to echo what's been heard, outstanding work that's been done as we move into day 3 of what is a complex incident that spans 21 fires across 4 counties that you heard. The black line you see on the map is really a testament and a direct output for the diligent work that was done over the last 72 hours. Recognize that we as the team are grateful to be here to support Tuolumne Calaveras unit along with our sheriff partners and all the communities at risk. Find a red hat, find a red name tag. If you need something, we are here to support every individual on the incident, and we take pride in the service that we're here to do for all of you that are here. So I ask that you keep being the strong leaders that you are, keep setting the example, keep prioritizing the safety of every individual here on the incident, and get out there and make today matter. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to remind you that you need to attend your division breakouts. They are clearly marked and they're along the right side of the stage, front, and the left. Unassigned resources. Meet to the right side of the stage with the resource unit leader. Cooperators meeting is at 10, planning meeting at 1800, and our next operational briefing is at 7. Don't forget to turn on your phones and unmute your mics. Thank you.